अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक टू डे 27। और आज 27वां दिन है हमारी लर्न अडॉप्ट एंड इम्प्रूव सीरीज़ का। तो चलिए चलते हैं एक्सरसाइज एरिया की तरफ और स्टार्ट करते हैं अपनी डेली रूटीन एक्सरसाइज और उसके बाद रीडिंग करेंगे। सो लेट्स रोल। तो गाइस एक्सरसाइज पूरी हो गई और अब चलते हैं रीडिंग एरिया की तरफ। लेट्स गो। अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक टू द रीडिंग सेशन। और कल हमने पढ़ा था बिहेवियर के बारे में और आज हम पढ़ेंगे चॉइसेस के बारे में। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं कि चॉइसेस क्या हैं। वी नीड to take care of responsibility for our choices. This leads to the fruit of self-control. Gal 5:23. A common boundary problem is disowning our choices and trying to lay the responsibility for them on someone else. Think of for a moment how often we use the phrase I had to and she had or he made me when explaining why we did or did not do something. These phrases betray our basic illusion that we are not active agents in many of our dealings. We think someone else is in control, thus relieving us of our basic responsibility. We need to realize that we are in control of our choices, no matter how we feel. This keeps us from making choices to give reluctantly or under compulsion. As 2 Corinthians 9:7 says, Paul would not even accept a gift that he felt was given because the giver felt he had to give it. He once sent a gift back so that any favor you do will be spontaneous and not forced. Psalm 1:14. Joshua said the same thing to the people in his famous choices words. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourself this day whom you will serve. Josh 24:15. Jesus said the similar thing to the worker who was angry about the wage of which he had agreed to work. Friends, I am not being unfair to you. Did not you agree to work for a denarius? Matt 20:13. The man had made a free choices to work for a certain amount, was angry because someone who had worked fewer hours had gotten the same wage. Another example is prod- prodigal son's brother, who had chosen to stay home and serve, then was resentful. Not satisfied, not satisfied with his choice, he needed to be reminded that he made a choice to stay home. Throughout the scriptures, people are reminded of their choices and asked to take responsibility for them. Like Paul says, if we choose to live by spirit, we will live. If we choose to follow our sinful nature, we will die. Rome 8:13. Making decisions based on other approval or on guilt breed resentment, a product of our sinful nature. We have been so trained by others on what we should do that we think we are being loving when we do things out of compulsion. Setting boundaries inevitably involves taking responsibility for your choices. You are the one who makes them. You are the one who must live with their consequences. And you are the one who may be keeping yourself from making the choices you could be happy with. That was the choices. So guys, as you can learn from that, people should take responsibility for for one's choices. Otherwise, it will make our life miserable. By putting that he made me do it or she made me do it. This is not the way we should live. We should take responsibility that I give it to him, I oblige to him. So let's get continue to values. What we value, what we love, assign importance to, often we do not take responsibility for what we value. We are caught up in valuing the approval of men rather than the approval of God. John 12:43. Because of this misplaced value, we miss out on life. We think that power, riches, and pleasure will satisfy our deepest longing, which is really for love. When we take responsibility for out of control behavior causing by loving the wrong things or valuing things that have no lasting value. When we confess that we have a heart that values things that will not satisfy, we can receive help from God and His people to create a new heart within us. Boundaries help us not to deny but to own our old hurtful values so God can change them. Well, that was the part I don't understand what values and what we love and assign importance. Often we do not take responsibility for what we value. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you for joining us. I hope it increases some information in your knowledge. So Allah Hafiz, and inshallah we will meet again.